Hey everybody, I wanted to make a quick upload tonight. Wanted to say Happy New Year to everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. But I've been reading a lot about this impact event that we obviously had in North America about 12,900 years ago, all the evidence that has come in about it. This is a very good article. I will leave the link below. It's called Asteroid Catastrophe. Did an asteroid destroy Atlantis? It was a very good read. It presented a lot of good evidence, and it's obvious that something hit North America and it was coming in from the northwest to the southeast in that direction, either a comet or asteroid or a meteor storm or something, and it hit North America and it caused widespread devastation, caused some extinctions, and it coincides with the mythical, or whatever you want to call, ending of Atlantis, the end of the Ice Age. And this article goes into possible impact sites. Manitoba, Canada. In North Carolina, there was a lot of evidence for impact sites in North Carolina. I want to read you this one little part here. It says, Lake Waccamaw, nearly 6 miles long, is the second largest of the North Carolina land craters, and the largest that still contains water. Towards the southeastern edge of the lake is a sand rim, which would indicate an impact from the northwest. The same is virtually true of all the estimated 500,000 craters so far known. Now, I want to take you over to Google Earth real quick and show you something there. And here we are on Google Earth, and I'm going to zoom in here on a lake in North Carolina. And this lake has been proved to be caused by a meteor impact or something hitting the Earth. And this is called Lake Waccamaw. And I'm going to take a quick measure of it here, if my Google Earth is going to work here. And this lake is just a hair over 5 miles long, which is, I believe, about 8 kilometers, I believe. Yeah, a little over 8 kilometers long. So that is a pretty good size impact, and if you notice, it's smaller on the northwest side here, and on the southeast side we have the only evidence of sand or the earth being pushed up by the evidence of the beach there on the southeast side of the lake. So that looks like an impact coming in from the northwest and pushing the land up on the southeast shore. And geologists have proven that lake to be caused by a meteor or something hitting the Earth. Now I want to zoom out here. I want to close that. Zoom out here. And remember, we talked about a site up in Manitoba here. And if you draw a line down and through North Carolina site, and wondering if there's anything down here that would be in a line that would make sense with something breaking apart, because you would figure it would hit the Earth in a kind of a line coming in at about 30 miles per second. And I found this site, which is on that line, and this site here I don't know much about. I haven't found anything really on it, but this looks like an impact site right here. And what's really interesting about this is it looks like it's long this way, diagonally. And on Google Earth you can get the elevation here on the bottom of the sea. And what's really interesting is the southeast side is about 2,000 feet higher than the northwest side. So this has all the evidence of being an impact crater coming in from the northwest to the southeast, and it lines up perfectly with an impact site in Canada and that lake in North Carolina. And I want to show you something else here too. Let's measure that thing really quickly. And across, it is about 8 kilometers across, almost the exact same size as that lake in North Carolina I showed you. So I just thought that was pretty interesting, or maybe just a coincidence, but it looks like an impact site coming the same direction and the same size. Now, a new feature on Google Earth is you can actually go down to the bottom on the ocean floor and check it out, and I'm going to take you down there right now really quick. And this is the view from the bottom that Google Earth gives you. And this is what that impact crater looks like. We're on the southwest side of it, and this is the northwest side of it. And there is nothing built up. And it looks like a classic signature of something coming in from the northwest. And as we pan around this crater, which is 5 miles across, 8 kilometers long, the southeast side of it, as you see here, and it shows you this very well at the bottom here, is 2,000 feet higher than the northwest side. And when you look at this, maybe I can back out a little, but when you look at this, it looks like an impact from the northwest and dug out the southeast side of it and pushed the land up about 2,000 feet. That makes sense. It shows it even on the bottom here on Google Earth. So we have all this evidence. This impact site is just the same size as that one in North Carolina. That's proven to be an impact crater. We have the land pushed up on the southeast side, indicating impact from northwest to southeast. Can somebody tell me what this is, if they know what it is? It looks like an impact crater, and I think I just proved that. This is just north of Puerto Rico in the Dominican Republic. It lines up with this impact site in North Carolina, and maybe one up in Canada of something breaking apart and hitting the earth in this direction. And if we had something coming in that would have caused a 5-mile or 8-kilometer long crater here in that part of the ocean, tsunamis would have raged all the way across the Atlantic, stuff flying up into the atmosphere. There's evidence that the earth was kind of shrouded in a cloud after this impact, and I think the site off of Puerto Rico is a possible culprit in that disaster. Unless anybody can prove me wrong. Hope you thought this was interesting. Have a nice night and Happy New Year.